Hi traders, I'm going to start with one of the most interesting charts of the day. This pound yen has been excellent. Unfortunately, I didn't trade it, and a bit frustrating. Sometimes the markets can do this to you. This kicked off, that reversal bar kicked off late after the Euro session, a couple of hours before the US session. I personally always find it once a run has started, I personally find it a little hard to get in. And I tend to back off from situations once everything's running. I tend to just leave it. What I like to do is getting in front of a run, do my analysis, and make sure I'm in the run. So it's a little bit of a weakness in my trading, I have to admit. But if you look at this chart, there's several things that pointed to this. I'm seeing a lot of head and shoulders this week. I haven't seen shoulder, head, shoulder. So this is the neck. This is the neckline. It doesn't really matter where the neckline is. The point is that was 50% fear. It's a reversal bar, gap to the 8. High stochastics, not high RSI, high-ish RSI. But not. The reason why it stopped here is this. And what I've done is I've marked this on my chart. I've not set an alarm, which is one of the frustrations. So I think this is a fantastic chart. Sometimes all these charts just tie right up together, or often they tie up together. You just got to be aware and do your homework and make sure that you get them. Sorry about this. I'm just trying. Oh, that's better. That's better. Yeah. So there's the trend line from that high there to this 160 here. So double top drop, trend line across from there to there. The reversal bar just sat on that trend line. Once we broke down, we sat right on this high. The reason why I put that little marker there is because it turned on a pin on that 677 and then went back to this area here, 733. I think that was eminently tradable, and frustrated that I didn't get that particular one. But I don't want to be too greedy because I have done okay today. What did I do? The Euro session, I got 35 points out of this. After I walked away and went on my break, I thought to myself, you know what? I think that pound's gonna drop from there, and of course it did. There's more money to be made from the shorts than there was from the long. But I did. What did I do? I took the Aussie US. Sorry, let me get rid of this annoying thing. I took the Aussie US to 94. Took it off when things started to get a bit hectic. I actually bought it back here at 80 and then took it off again at 90. But because I was trading quite a big size, even though I was scalping on £10 a point, so a couple of £100 in that scalp alone. Hopefully you saw me post my account the other day for some of this scalping. When it's range bound like that, I do sort of 10, 20, 30, 50 point scalps. I'm not ashamed to go in and out of the market for just a few pips. Obviously I want a runner, but sometimes it's not always possible. Okay, I did trade the oil. I traded the oil from here. Saw this hold in there's the bull mast, there's the flag. So we came out at the bottom of the flag on this 200 EMA. So once that held, I took that into resistance. I took it off just on the retest of that star, that 60-minute star, and pretty much got it within about 10 points of that particular move. So I'm going to leave it now because I think we're half an hour till the pits close, but that could just come tumbling down. We may just test the monthly pivot tomorrow, and at which point I think we could easily, if we really get going, could break the 200, possibly hold the 200. It's a fib level as well. but may even come down to this level here. Alright, but I don't like, now we're stuck between these two moving averages. I'm just going to let it be. If I see intraday moves, I'll take them, otherwise I will not take any swing trades with that. I'll tell you what I would love, tell you what I would definitely buy, if that did come down to say that it held 200 or come down here, but that would be a really nice low area at fib level, all sorts of, tick lots of boxes for that to come to make a nice W pattern. So I would love the oil to roll over and come down there, and but I'll keep you posted. Well, oh yeah, I traded the Dow, didn't I? Of course, how can I forget the Dow? Once we broke this area here, once we broke this line, had a move up from here yesterday. It was a low the day before. It's little things like support. Little things like support and resistance. Support and resistance is the backbone of our analysis, technical analysis. So once that broke, I got short, trailed it down, and took it off at about 70, whereas it turned on 50. Okay, I could have. There's a lot of support down there. A 950, a nice 50-point drop below the big 15,000. That was tradable. But anyway, I got a slice. I got about that much of that down move, and that's roughly what I expect to do. I wouldn't expect to get. It would be nice to get almost every pip, but I didn't. Okay, where do we go from here? Well, we've got 2 hours of trading to go. So if we drop, fall back from here, maybe retest that resistance and roll over. Obviously, we just need to keep shorting until we get a reversal pattern. Otherwise, if we end up like this, I still think we may come into this, wait till the 80 EMA comes down, and then roll over still. So I'm still thinking, this is the 200 EMA, by the way, sorry, I've made it dotted because I just felt I wanted it to be a bit more obvious, and I thought that was a good thing to do. Okay, so if we close under 988, I will definitely keep shorting any pullbacks until we land and we do a reversal pattern. Otherwise, I will just leave that. If we end up like that, I would still be tempted to short highs, but not get too engaged with the market in terms of position size. One big surprise for me is that I've seriously underestimated the strength of this euro. I did talk about I was waiting for the 80 EMA to come around. I got lulled because it just did nothing for about 2 weeks in this box. I got lulled into ignoring it, and yet all the pullbacks to this area were really nice, and so look as if we're heading for possible 700 there. Lots of commentators saying we're heading for 140. Not sure that euro's got the capacity to get to 140 when the daily is getting so extended up here. What we might do is we might just pull right back to 150 and then possibly shoot up. Well, I'll keep you posted. I'm not trading that at the moment. I'm sticking with the pound yen and the Aussie dollar. Let's have a look at that. If we break this, the reason why I got out is because the reason why I started to scalp it rather than sit in it, which is a bit amateurish, I have to say, is that there is quite a lot of resistance there, and if we bump into that and then roll over, then I don't want to get involved. 94 is proven to be a big effort. This 200 EMA is creeping down, so all the time we're getting squeezed between these two moving averages. I just decided that risk reward ratio wasn't great, and to be perfectly honest, my patience was running out. So I'm a day trader, so I mean, if this continues to punch up, I will just buy intraday pullbacks. But that could potentially just roll over and come and test this monthly pivot. Okay. I got to stop out on the US dollar yen. I was looking at 750. Took 750 after the data came out, and it didn't hold. It came and tested the monthly pivot. I still think this 200 EMA is creeping up. So if we can come down and test these lower levels, I would definitely be interested. I mean, the way the US is going at the moment, the dollar is incredibly weak, and we could, look at this 8-day moving average. We got a 150 crossing. We could get squeezed and just roll over easily. 95 would be a massive number. We're not that far off it. So all the time it's flapping around, and in between these moving averages, I'm just going to stand aside now. Now that 97.50 has not worked. So that's it. I'm still shorting highs on the Dow, the pound, US dollar. I think this is had it now. Oh, this is the other one I really want to show you. Let me show you what is here. Oops. This is basically this line I've got here is the point at which we broke down on the second day of trading, January the 3rd this year. So we have a star under there. We've had a new high and a close below. So to me, that's the run is over to me. But divergent RSI, you can see I've noted that. And so I would actually start to short the retest of that star to see if we can break down here, at least test the monthly pivot. We may flap around the apex a bit more, but I think that one is short term due a decent pullback. I mean, the 50 EMA is right down here, so we are very, very extended. Nice 200, 100 cross, but at some stage we're going to have to come and touch that 50 EMA before that might take us back up to 164, 165, etc. Okay, so I'm going to be shorting the pound US. I'm going to leave the pound yen alone at the moment because I would love that to dip underneath this support, come and touch the 50 EMA, and then I'd be interested in buying it. And so that's it. I'm ignoring the euro for the moment. I'm ignoring the Aussie dollar, shorting the pound US, and shorting the Dow. Alright? Any questions, do get in touch. Otherwise, I will look forward to seeing you in the room.